This whole situation with Wizardliz and Landon is getting out of control, apparently. At this point, it's getting a little bit too nasty. What do you mean Landon made an AI corn from the mother of his child? What do you mean? So I was in Wizardliz live last night and I really couldn't sleep well because of that. Like, seeing this whole mess happening to a woman that she just wants peace, she just wants to have her baby. And how do I know that it's clear like day that she didn't want to monetize off her trauma? Hell no, because if she wanted to, she would have been posting about it this whole time. But clearly you can see on her YouTube channel and her Instagram that she have not been posting anything. She has not been even posting her child's face because she didn't want him to be exposed to the internet and everyone and potentially people making AI videos out of him. That's one thing you can never say she was trying to do, to monetize off her trauma. And Landon was trying to monetize off the kid in the beginning by posting the rings on his little fingers, trying to sell a product using the kid. Right now, he proceeded to just reveal the child's face to the internet because since she refused to pay for nanny's expenses, she deserves him to expose the child's face to the internet, which she didn't consent to it. As the mother of the child, she did not consent to the child's face being on the internet. I don't know how does this exactly work in law, but all I know is you're not a human. I am really pissed and I'm sick to my stomach because I have seen women going through the same thing over and over again all over the internet, and this is just crazy, and it teaches you so much about how a narcissistic man would act in different situations. That's a typical pattern, by the way, for people with narcissistic personality disorder. These people are all the same. Like, they're just in the different formats, but they all do the same pattern. They all go through the same thing, the same phases and everything. This man apparently was faking his whole identity for a year. That just gives you the opportunity to judge the victim and say how you didn't notice. Like, you have been coaching people, how didn't you notice? Little do they know that it is almost impossible to spot a narcissist when they put their fake personality mask on, okay? So maybe stop judging a victim because you might be one day. Everyone thinks that it's never gonna happen to them. Same for everything in life. You just keep thinking, okay, this will never happen to me. And the world, by the way, has a really funny way showing things to you that you would have never thought could happen to you. It has a really funny way, so just don't play with it. Never say this could never happen to me or like she was too dumb. Judging people will actually get you to the point that you say, oh, like I understand now, okay? So better to understand it from the beginning. Even if you've never experienced that, you can easily say, okay, I cannot really relate to that. I've never had any experience like that, but it must be really bad. Like, it must be really painful to go through this. And I just don't judge and I don't question the victim. Why have you been in this situation? Why did you put yourself in this situation? Because it is nearly impossible to spot a narcissist when they put their fake personality on, okay? It can be for 3 months, it can be for 6 months, it can be for a whole year or 5 years, okay? As long as you never tell them that you find out about their real personality, they're just gonna keep playing the same role. After they know that you know, the mask will drop and they will start becoming a monster that they were always, okay? They will not turn to a monster, by the way. Don't get mistaken. These people, they have been the monster that you thought they were not. But they were that person this whole time. It's just a mask. And the moment it drops, the real personality reveals itself. In case you're a bit clueless in what has happened before, basically Landon cheated on Wizardliz. I made a video on that and it went viral in my previous channel. This channel is new, so I just started posting here and I could not help but to react to this. It's impossible. Like, this is just crazy. And poor woman, think about hearing the voice message that she posted. I don't know if it's still up or she deleted it, and she was screaming, "This is my house. Get out of my house. Just leave me alone. I want to be in peace." Screaming out of frustration. I can really feel that to my whole body that I have a reach. I have been following her for years, and during this time I have been following every step what happened, and whatever they posted, people started like hating on her for saying, okay, that's the reason I started dating him, because he treated me nicely, but like he also sent me money and all this stuff. People started hating on her, like, why did you fold for 10k? Why did you do the No, we're not getting into that. We're not getting into that, okay? So now we're only dealing with a woman who wants to be with her child and not with a cheating man. He doesn't want that cheating partner to be in her life, and she just wants to take care of her child. And she was willing to do the parenting, co-parenting, 50-50 together. Somehow he was not cooperative. He just wants to make problems. He just wants to make her life difficult so she can go and marry him. So apparently Liz had to leave US because she doesn't have a green card and she needs to renew her visa. So she left the country, and she couldn't take the child with her. Why, you may ask? It's because he refused to get his own child a birth certificate. So she could not be able to get a passport for him. So she would not be able to get the child out of the country with her. So anyways, she has to leave legally, and she can't take the child with her. What's happening here now is he's taking care of the child, and she wanted to see the baby for her birthday, and she asked him to come to a place that they can both be present and she can just be on her birthday. And she offered to get him an Airbnb, she offered to get him tickets and everything, even saying these things that like, okay, I'm going to pay for your flight, I'm going to pay for your Airbnb, the place that you want to stay. And yeah, what a little princess you are. Do you want to be a woman that badly? He keeps saying that you can marry me and get a green card so you don't have to leave the country. But the truth is, the reason that he wants them to get married is just to come after her money. Because it's clear like day that he is not making any money. So it's being said that he has been playing video games all day in his room. The photo of his room was out on the internet. So everyone knows the condition that he's been living in. And somehow he just wants to have the baby in that condition when he cannot even afford food for himself or like for his basic needs. You said you will pay half. You said you will pay half. Well, half of what? All of the costs of this kid has been paid by the mother this whole time. I'm not giving you a passport so you can take the baby out. I want to take care of the baby. But okay, wait a minute. I'm going to take care of the baby, but I don't have the money to take care of the baby. So just please send me half for a nanny. Like, I'm disabled. I cannot take care of my own baby. I want the luxury of having a nanny without even having the money to pay for it. How ridiculous is that? This is what happens when you have a kid with the wrong person. If you think that's all, you're wrong. So apparently, he made an AI corn out of her. He made a corn video using AI from the mother of his child. And then he proceeds to call the cops on her when she slaps him after finding out. This is basically how he was able to get a restraining order against her, because he already called the cops on her. And then he started gaslighting her, saying that I didn't want this to happen. I didn't want the cops to take you. I didn't want them to do anything. If I knew they would have came, actually, I would never do that. So you called the cops on the mother of your child for something that you did wrong. What else did you expect them to bring? A pizza? This just breaks my heart, seeing someone shaking like that. I know how it feels to have a nervous system like that. I know how painful it is. It is the worst feeling ever. I just hope the best can happen to her, and I just hope she can get out of this situation. But for now, the best we can do is not to judge people for their decisions and not to blame the victim for being a victim. This could be you, this could be me, this could be anybody else. Hopefully I can upload positive updates on this situation. Also, if you like my content, I would love to have you here later as well, so subscribe so I can see you again. Take care.